Are you someone that carries a lot of tension at the top of your shoulders, or maybe you're somebody that has to sit at a desk for work and you feel like your shoulders are just always creeping up, or if you get stressed out, you just carry a lot of tension in all those muscles across the top of your shoulder and the inside of your shoulder blades? If that sounds familiar, this video is going to be great for you. Hey, I'm Dr. Putney with Wellington Family Chiropractic, and today I want to just give you a couple easy things you can try while you're sitting in your car, sitting at your desk, and you start to feel all that tension building up at the top of your shoulders. So there's a lot of reason that this happens to people. For some people, it's a muscular postural imbalance. It's become a habit and they just carry their shoulders up. Other people tend to do this when they get stressed. So the more and more stressed they are throughout the day, they just feel like their shoulders stay tight, and they'll develop some knots and trigger points in the top of the shoulders, just further complicating the issue. And it can be really uncomfortable. So what are some easy things you can do? If you watch my videos, I talk about stretches for these areas all the time. But some simple things you can work on to maybe prevent this from getting worse or coming back are really easy to do. And the first one is just to focus on the fact that you are carrying tension in your shoulders and you're elevating your shoulders. So what I'll have people do is when they feel this come on or they start to feel tension, be aware of it, okay, because you are elevating your shoulders, and then just slightly increase that tension. Just raise them up a little bit higher for a few seconds and then completely let them go. And when you let them go, let your shoulders sag down and feel that relaxation. And then go a little bit higher than you were before, and then completely let them go again. And then do it one more time, even higher, and then just completely let all that muscle tension go. And what you'll notice is your shoulders naturally relax a little bit from there. So one, that's an awareness of I'm carrying tension there. And two, after you do that quick exercise, you can feel what it feels like to let that tension go and leave. And then you can begin to just let your shoulders relax from there. A lot of times people get in this pattern where they're carrying all that tension for hours. They don't realize they're doing it. So if you increase the tension and then completely let it go a few times, a lot of times the shoulders will relax, and you can kind of get back to a baseline of your shoulders just sitting where they need to be. The other reason this happens is because a lot of us don't follow a good breathing pattern. We don't breathe well. And so what people will do is they'll breathe through their shoulders. So they get tense or tired throughout the day or stressed, and they'll be using secondary respiration muscles when they should be using their diaphragm. So the other thing I'll have people do is just basically grab basically where your love handles are, just below your ribs, and then along the front. So it'd be like right in here. And so my hand's just like that. And then what I want to do is breathe through my nose and then let all that air out. And what I should feel is my belt line expanding, and I should feel all four of those touch points spread out. And that's how I know I'm breathing in a better pattern. You should feel it in the thumbs and the back along the front should expand and relax. And what you want to do is really focus on feeling those areas expand without your shoulders going up. I'll have people do this, and as they breathe in, their shoulders are elevated. And a lot of people shoulder breathe throughout the day, so they carry that constant tension. So focus on maybe doing 10 breaths. In for 4 or 5 seconds. Out for 4 or 5 seconds. In for 4 or 5 seconds. And out without your shoulders elevating all the time. So what are some easy things you can do to work on your posture and not letting that tension build up? One, be aware what it feels like and that you're doing it, and then let all that go through that first simple exercise we did. The second thing is begin to train yourself to breathe better. With this exercise, you can do it in the car, you can do it on your couch, you can do it anywhere you're seated, and you just have to do that periodically throughout the day to kind of reset your breathing pattern. And a lot of times if you do that daily for weeks at a time, you begin to just breathe better naturally, and you don't even have to think about doing the exercise so much. So there's a couple easy things you can do to help with those high shoulders and all that tension you're carrying around. Be aware of it, work on your breathing. I hope it helps, and I'll talk to you soon.